Hello and welcome to the channel. Also welcome to the Yay or Nay series. So if you are new and you do not know what this series is about, allow me to explain to you very quickly. So this series is made to find the most agreeable Fighter's Pass for all characters. So how we do this is each video, each Monday, we'll discuss one character in particular per video. The way we talk about them, we will discuss their popularity. So we might go over some game sales or just interesting stats and tidbits. Maybe we talk about some relevancy, like when's the last time they actually had a game or made an appearance. And we'll even talk about some of their potential moves for their moveset. Why not? So basically how this works is you guys will down in the comments tell me yay or nay. Please start your comment with yay or nay and then dive into the reasoning for how you personally feel. Like, okay, yay, I like this character, or nay, I don't like this character. So it's a pretty simple idea. So yeah, again, I can't stress it enough. Please be clear with your answer. I do get people that make it very confusing and they never give a clear answer. So that's why I gotta emphasize, be clear with your answer. Either way, yay or nay or unsure, those are your options. So again, if I cannot tell who your answer or what your answer is for, I'm going to mark it as unsure. But then after that, each week we will get updated stats for everyone to see where they sit in terms of being a wanted character in Super Smash Bros. So that's it for the intro. Let's jump into today's character. Monster Hunter, huh? There's quite a bit to say about this character and franchise, shall we? So, where do I begin? I think a good thing to start with is Monster Hunter Rise and its exclusivity, or to put it into actual terms, its timed exclusivity for the Nintendo Switch. Now, hopefully there's something on the screen right about now, but if you hadn't heard, Nintendo actually paid for the Monster Hunter Rise game to be exclusive on the Switch. Now, this leaked a couple months back, where it was reported that Nintendo paid around $6 million for a 9-month exclusivity deal. Now, coming off the heels of Monster Hunter World and its huge success, you know, getting the next game in the, the mainline series, that's big for Nintendo. Now, Nintendo is a business, right? The fact that they have Monster Hunter Rise on their console before any other platform because of the exclusivity deal, right? It would make sense that Nintendo wants to build up and promote this game as much as possible. Well, you know what Nintendo has under their belt? They have the Smash Bros. IP. Now, Smash Bros. Has been labeled as the game to promote other games, whether it's first party or third party. It's happened in the past, and it can happen in the future. So with Nintendo owning the Smash Bros. Series, why not promote your new exclusivity or exclusive third-party game with Monster Hunter Rise? Why not expose that to more audiences, more eyes with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, right? So, I think it does make a good sense, right? The most obvious way to expose and make Monster Hunter a bit more popular, or, get more eyes on the franchise, would to have a playable Monster Hunter character in Smash Bros. To build up the hype, of course. But we do got to remember that the Monster Hunter character has always been looked at as not, I repeat, not the main focus of the Monster Hunter games. The main focus has always been the monsters themselves. For example, Rathalos, right? That's been the focus. So I will mention this real quick, right? Because it's a fact. We already have Monster Hunter stuff in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And that starts with the base game. We got Rathalos as a boss and as an assist trophy. Not to mention he came with his own spirit. Was that a master spirit, or is that an actual spirit? Either way, there is a spirit of Rathalos in the game. We do have, 1 or 2 Monster Hunter tracks? I think it's 2 in Smash Ultimate. So there is Monster Hunter stuff inside Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So, I mean, that's pretty good. But again, the exclusive deal for Rise on the Switch, why not promote it a bit more with a playable character? So, I need to mention this real quick, right? Remember back in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, how there was a playable Monster Hunter character? Well, again, going by the Monster Hunter teams, the producers, their wishes. The focus is not on the characters, it's on the monsters. So when a Monster Hunter character was playable in MVCI, guess what? That went against their wishes, and that kind of, at least according to industry insider Mr. Khan, the Monster Hunter team felt burned by that situation. And, you know, possibly that even soured them from thinking, you know, even entertaining the possibility of more playable Monster Hunter characters in other games as crossovers, right? Right? So the Monster Hunter team, you know, they didn't want a Hunter in MVC, you know, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, because it wasn't a proper fit, but yet Bandai, or sorry, not Bandai, but Capcom ended up kind of going behind their backs a bit to make it happen. I mean, I can understand it from Capcom's point of view, because again, Monster Hunter is a big series, but you know, if the creators are kind of like, no, we really don't want this. I mean, Slackerz has been known to, you know, uphold these wishes, and let's talk about that for a second, right? Again, we got Rathalos as a boss and assist trophy in the base game, but what if during that negotiation, what if Nintendo or Sakurai, whoever was doing those discussions, what if there was that discussion for a playable character, but possibly that idea was shot down and said, no, again, we don't want the focus on the hunters themselves, we want the focus on the monsters. So maybe that's only why we got Rathalos and, you know, a couple music tracks. Maybe that's actually what happened. So, you know, revisiting that situation a couple years later, I mean, if they didn't get it, if they didn't want it the first time, why would they want it the second time, right? When they've been so adamantly against the idea of playable Monster Hunter characters. So, you know, it's just an idea. And of course, we also got to mention the fact that Monster Hunter Mii costumes also just came back into the game. Even during the Pyro and Mithra presentation, Sakurai specifically mentions the Monster Hunter Rise game itself, which comes out on the Switch, right? And, you know, with Sakurai naming a third-party franchise, a third-party game that's coming to the Switch during a current reveal for a character, I mean, that kind of says, all right, you know, he's not going to name drop that series if it's going to be, you know, upcoming for a playable character, right? That would be kind of weird. So, again, the Mii costumes would make most sense if Monster Hunter got a playable character, then you would bring them back then. But if you're going to bring them back randomly, well, kind of, you know, diminishes their chances, right? So, again, with Monster Hunter Rise releasing this upcoming Friday, March 26th, potentially, this is just an idea, potentially Nintendo's going to want to promote the game a little bit more. Why not give it a spirit event? You know, get a few spirits. 2, 3, 4, 5 spirits for Monster Hunter Rise. Maybe that ends up happening this weekend, in a couple weekends, in a month. I don't know, but maybe that's another way to celebrate that. And again, if Monster Hunter Rise gets its own spirit event, I guess that would also have to further diminish any Monster Hunter character chances to happen. That's just if you ask me. But I don't, in my personal opinion, I don't think it's looking too likely that Monster Hunter gets a playable character. There's a lot going against it. But you know what? What if on the off chance that Monster Hunter did get a playable character? What could their move set look like? What could they bring with them to the table? So let's show off a few things here. What about like the dual daggers? This was always kind of a cool idea. What about like this could be like a jab combo potentially, but it's like a basic attack for the hunter. They'll slice once with each hand, you know, making separate attacks with each hand, and then kind of do like a little spinning slash. Kind of a cool idea for, you know, jab combo. Simple. Gets a cool different weapon, because again, in Monster Hunter, there's so many different weapons that you can choose from that you can make such a diverse type of moveset. So yeah, you got the dual daggers, but what about neutral special? You know, just some sort of bow. You know, Monster Hunters fire off this as a projectile, right? The hunters use it. So like this moves gives the hunter, well, a nice projectile to play with. Of course, you can just press the B button to fire it off, dealing decent damage, or again, you can press and hold to charge up the bow, and once that releases, it deals bigger damage. Of course, that sounds very familiar because Byleth has that exact same move, but again, Monster Hunter characters always have some sort of bow, and it could act pretty similar to that, but I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not saying copy-paste from Byleth because some other people said that would happen. No, I'm just throwing that out there as an idea. But you want another idea? What about the new mechanic in Monster Hunter Rise? The wire bug. This would be perfect. You could probably use it in a few different spots, but I think one that would make sense, possibly the up special, your recovery. So this is going to be a bit unique for up special, right? As for one, the player will have like these 2 wire bugs available. So it's kind of like in item management in a way, but roll with me here. So you're going to have 2 wire bugs available to use right at the start. However, once you use a wire bug, you're going to have to wait a set amount of time before the wire bug will end up replenishing itself. So, and then secondly, the wire bug, when it's used, is this is how the move works. It basically latches on to like thin air, and then it makes you become suspended in that spot. So like you input the move, the wire bug just kind of latches in there, and you kind of get like thrust to wherever the wire bug attaches to. So if you don't use it again, you're just going to kind of be like dangling in the air for a little bit, kind of rocking back and forth a little bit, but it'd be kind of a cool idea. I like the wire bug. I think it's a really neat addition to the Monster Hunter universe. They're always trying something new, so that's always good. 2 thumbs up for me. keep on innovating, keep on doing new things. So but yes, by the way, you could use 2 wire bugs into each other. So essentially you could have a you know how Pikachu's up special's quick attack, where you can kind of like angle it, one direction and then angle it in another, and Pikachu has a better recovery. Think of it like that if you have both wire bugs. So latches onto somewhere midair, and then you quickly press the button again, and second wire bug latches onto something above you even further to help you recover. So it's going to be a really good recovery move. That's kind of what I'm getting at. But overall, look, Monster Hunter. I'll be honest here. I'm gonna be completely honest. That's what we gotta do with the series. Monster Hunter has never been a character I've personally wanted to see. Does that mean I've played the games? Yes, I actually have. I've said this many times. I've played the game. I never got into the game. It never sucked me in. The gameplay never made me wanting to do more. I was just kind of like, okay, cool, but there's probably other games I would rather. There's many other games I'd rather play than a Monster Hunter game. So it's not like I haven't played it. It's not like I haven't given the character or the series a chance to shine, because I have. But again, it just hasn't sucked me in. The multiple weapons would be a cool idea. Don't get me wrong. Again, Byleth has that, but you could do several different weapons for a Monster Hunter character for their moveset. But for me, I'm giving Monster Hunter a nay. And again, this has nothing to do with their Mii costumes recently coming back. This just is me. I've never wanted a Monster Hunter playable character. So yeah, for me, Monster Hunter gets a nay. Let me know what you guys are going to give it down in the comments. Yay or nay. That is going to be it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, as a friendly reminder again, second video later today with the updated yay or nay stats. And this should be a good one, right? Monster Hunter Rise releasing this week. We'll see how many people are actually wanting this character, even after their Mii costumes came back. So I'm curious with this one. But yep, that is it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. And I guess I'll see ya when I'm looking at you.